The Caitlin Clark injury situation is officially a mess because not only is there not more clarity.
Indiana Fever cut Caitlin Clark after a devastating injury. Her season has collapsed into confusion, frustration, and heartbreak. Have you noticed that Caitlin Clark is not playing since July 15th? Well, she was rehabbing her groin, which was hurt while rehabbing her groin, and now she suffered an ankle injury while rehabbing the groin. Indiana coach Stephanie White told reporters Sunday that she hopes Clark gets back before the end of the regular season. But the fact of the matter is the coach is right. You can't practice. You can't play. Further information came out that Clark suffered a bit of an ankle injury in the midst of her recovery process. Did that hinder her return? One reporter saying yes, another reporter saying no. Bottom line is fans want to know if Fever's biggest star is going to return this season or not. And she's been out of action for 5 weeks. Caitlin Clark is with the injured crew. That is not ideal. She's over at the side of practice with the injured players. And remember, it turns out she had an ankle injury that fans didn't know about. If Caitlin Clark rolls her ankle, it shouldn't take 2 weeks for fans to find out. That's pretty simple. Apparently, Caitlin Clark has now picked up an ankle injury. Like what's going on? Stephanie White was like no update on Caitlin Clark. And then randomly we hear that she has rolled her ankle. Suddenly, she has had an ankle injury for the last 2 weeks. And we've heard nothing. This is literally just a smokescreen. The biggest news coming from Indiana Fever is the report that Caitlin Clark has suffered a mild bone bruise to her left ankle, and she suffered this injury on August 7th. Fans have been highly anticipating Caitlin Clark's return to the court, but now they find out she has suffered another injury while in her ramping up process to get back. The strangest part about this was the reporting of this particular injury. The Indiana Fever have got themselves a problem after we found out that Caitlin Clark suffered yet another injury. Literally 2 weeks ago during that Phoenix Mercury game, that new injury, yet another injury, has made the Fever look completely incompetent and unprofessional the way this has been handled. It's a PR nightmare. The Indiana Fever were hopeful that Caitlin Clark could return, but now that seems less likely with news of her ankle setback.